Hello, my lovely collective. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. So, the first card that we had out for you here was release. So, again, intuitively, I'm hearing like releasing someone could be super important. I know that this resonates for me personally at this time. Endings are new beginnings. Just remember where one door closes, like another door opens. And collective, I know that sounds so cliche, right? And it's so much easier said than done, release of anything, right? I think as humans, naturally, we want to cling, we want to stay comfortable, but just remember that there is so much reward that comes after taking a risk, even the smallest one. And when you release, you allow for space for new growth and new opportunities. So it's not always a bad thing. It may be an uncomfortable thing, but that's something that you can work through, collective, okay? Remember, you're strong, okay? So, I really want to dive right into the new deck. So bad. But um, let's start with some tarot. And yeah, we'll start with some tarot and then we'll pick up the new deck. She is a cute little number, isn't she? I'm so excited. Okay. So, spirits, angels, and ancestors, please help me see at this time messages for my collective. Messages for my collective, please, spirit, angels, and ancestors. What do we need to be aware of? What do we need to be aware of at this time? Okay, so what we need to be aware of, wow, Ace of Cups in the reverse, right underneath release, you guys. This feels like a very heavy emotional release. This is something that has been Knight of Pentacles. You've been working on releasing. I think you've been trying to manifest a new beginning. But this is not easy, collective. This is not an easy energy. I think when we think of release, we intuitively like to, make it sound easy. Oh, we just let go of that person. We just let go of that energy. But sometimes, for some people, that's easier said than done. Yeah. But yeah, Ace of Cups in the reverse, self love, self love. I think you're releasing the expectation of maybe relationships in your life at this time, collective, to really focus on self love, nurturing your intuition, nurturing your own emotions. I think that you have been repressing emotions for too long, collective. You need to open up, you need to release. Yes, or maybe a big release of emotions for you, collective. You could be maybe working with a therapist or working with a friend or like a professional, whatever your journey is. I commend you for taking those steps. It's not easy. And if you haven't, therapy is something that I think anyone at any point at their life, even if you're at the best point and you think you've got no complaints, I still think you could benefit from therapy. That's just my own personal opinion. Yeah, so the magician, manifesting new energy, action, mastery, skill working. You're focusing on how to bring love that you've been trying to manifest from or for a relationship to and back into yourself. Willpower. You're working on saying no. You are just putting in the work right now, collective. Like I'm hearing like someone like I'm seeing someone like digging a shovel in the dirt, like you're getting down and dirty, and maybe not even in a physical way, collective, but it could feel like that, digging up all of this repressed emotion, you know growth, routine, responsibility, slow and steady. I think that you are really, truly putting your all into this spiritual journey, this spiritual release, emotional release, whatever, whatever resonates there for you. Okay. So that's what you need to be aware of. If you're feeling uncomfortable at this time, collective, you could just be recognizing you've outgrown certain people, certain places. Your energy is just stagnant there. And if you feel stuck or restricted around people or places, take note of that, collective. That's not a coincidence. That's your higher self saying, like, maybe it's time to release this person. Maybe it's time to release this place, this habit, um this vice, if you will. And not to say, we all have vices, and it's not to say, quit cold turkey or, whatever. It's not, it doesn't feel like that. It's just more like something, this has been on the agenda. If you're someone who struggled, for example, like with alcoholism for years, like it feels like you're finally facing like your fear or your problem like head on. And you're like, what, I do have a problem. Like, this is something I should address. And you are. And so I commend you if that's your journey. So let's keep it going. What other messages, Spirit, do we have for the collective at this time? What other messages does the collective need to be aware of at this time? General energies, things that the collective could be focusing on. Messages for my collective at this time. Ooh, oh my. Okay. So, first card out, the Chariot, movement, progress, and followed by justice, love, partnership, stability, proposal. King of Cups. Wow. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Hmm. This feels like a more emotional connection with someone. There's a lot of people involved. There's a person actually on every card. Page, Knight, King, Justice, Chariot. The Chariot speaks of moving forward. It feels like, collective, if there has been a release in a emotional connection recently, say there was recently a breakup, it feels like there's an energy coming in towards you. Victory, willpower. Something about willpower keeps coming up very heavily, collective. So it feels like you could be just channeling your willpower. Like, if you were weak with someone before, like you used to just always push everything aside and say, oh yeah, like I'm free, or blah blah blah, or you would text them back right away. It doesn't feel like you're doing that anymore. You're channeling your willpower. You are deciding to be the one to move forward. Maybe after justice, something was shown to you, something was revealed to you. um it also feels like another story I'm getting here is more actually like, after this release had happened, someone at the other party, like a more masculine energy, maybe realized, if the feminine energy was trying to release and let go, they picked up on that. Something about yin and yang here, black and white, divinity, angels, knowledge. Um, there's the chariot itself is made of cement. So even though it speaks of moving, the lions are, or sphinx or whatever these are, they're laying down, right? So it feels like in the past, there was someone, a love interest, who is maybe still keeping an eye on you from a distance. They have new ideas. They have this thirst to talk to you, to know what's going on in your life. Relentless spying, information. They need to know about you, collective. They need to know what's going on in your love life. If you've been moving, if you've had any changes, if you are still emotionally balanced, if you still are, like, you could be putting on this front of, or no, 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 I'm sorry. They could be putting on this front of, oh, I'm fine after, after, if there was a breakup, I'm fine. Like, I just kept it moving. I never lost a beat anyways. I'm balanced, I'm secure. But really deep down, it feels like there's a lot of emotion. Going back to the Ace of Cups, especially repressed emotion. There could be a lot of repressed emotion from someone, collective. and they are working. They want to find Knight of Wands. They like want to find, they have anger about something towards something that has happened, or maybe the fact that they were reckless and now you've decided to move on, that there's been conflict and they've been stressed about it. Like they miss you. If you are in the process of releasing this person, they truly do miss you, collective. Um, and with this King of Cups, it feels like they're coming to the realization that this is maybe, where you truly do say your goodbyes, and that I think that upsets them, that angers them, right? It's a delay, it's a frustration, it's a conflict for them because they are embodying this King of Cups. They have so much emotion, they have so much love, but they need to support themselves before they can support others. And I feel like you have noticed, collective, maybe that's just not where they're at, and you're like, skirt. Yeah. Okay, so let's get an oracle, quick oracle here, and then let's dive into the new deck. I've been waiting. Okay, Spirit, one quick message, please, for my collective regarding this message. Any energies they need to be aware of at this time? Okay, we'll stop here. We have I breathe deep and seek peace, and change is the only constant, and it is my friend. So yeah, I'm truly picking up, collective. There is big change coming and you're preparing for it. And it feels like this could be in love for you, definitely. Okay. And now the moment I've been waiting for. Okay. First card out, number three. Three could be significant, could be a birthday, anniversary. You could be seeing 3:30 on a clock a lot. Let's see, your energies could be better spent. Consider what is slowing you down and make changes. Dang. I mean, holy message of change, right? Collective. I mean, this is good though. This is amazing for you. Um, yeah, you're releasing what did I say in the beginning? In the short, when you release, you make room for change and growth. And that really truly feels like that's what's happening here. So take a leap of faith. The results may surprise you. You are distracting yourself with other projects to avoid your fears. That is exactly what feels like this Knight of Wands energy. Thank you, Spirit. This feels like clarifying for me. Your person still keeps an eye on you, Page of Swords, and they still have so much emotion. They are doing anything in their power. They are doing anything that they can think of to try and keep you off of their mind, is what I'm hearing. Like to try and keep you off of their mind, off of anything. Anything. They're like, oh, they can't sit still because their mind will start going to memories, to movies, to songs you guys used to listen or watch together. Just they just start reminiscing about you, and it feels almost like a reel. I'm seeing like one of those old school movie reels. Like it's constant, even especially at night. I'm hearing, like, especially at night. Okay, Spirit, any more messages from this deck, please? Any last messages for my collective? We'll do 5 more shuffles and we'll end there. Any last messages, please, Spirit, for my collective at this time? Okay. We have, you are spending too much time developing your idea It's good to be prepared, but long-term planning can be counterproductive. The Chariot, again, even though it depicts movement and it when we think of the chariot, we think of movement and progress and blah blah blah. The chariot itself in the traditional Rider Waite tarot is cement. It's gray. It does not physically move. And notice there is no actual visual representation. The lines are laying down, you know? Don't do too much planning. Don't do too much reminiscing, collective. It's just not going to be good for you or your person at this time, okay? So that's all I have for you for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. And if you would like to book a personal reading, the information is in the description box below.